Hey guys, I'm back with part 4 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. Here in this video, we're going to be focusing on the landscaping for the front and backyard. I gathered up the blocks we're going to be using, so I have some green terracotta and lime terracotta, oak leaves, spruce logs, diorite, andesite, diorite stairs and andesite stairs, gray concrete, quartz slabs, quartz stairs, full blocks of quartz and chiseled quartz blocks, some buckets of water, and some white concrete. So I'm gonna start with my oak leaves, and I'll just head on over here to the front left side of the house first. And I decided just to do some cool little shapes with the leaves. So I'll start right here lined up with this pillar. And I'm going to... Here, actually, let's go ahead and delete this line for the plot size. If you didn't do the plot size, then you don't have to worry about this, but for those of you that did, let's go ahead and delete it so it's not in our way. Okay, so there we go. And for now, I'm just going to fill it in with regular grass blocks. It is going to be replaced. Just so we're not getting confused and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in. So, let's grab our oak leaves. We're going to line up with this pillar quartz block, and we're going to place 3 going out like that. Then we're going to go in and from the corner and place another 3. Then we're going to go right here, place 2. Then we're going to start working our way towards the side, and we're going to place 2 like that. Then we're going to have 3 like that. So we are now lined up with the window. Let's go to this side. We're going to do exactly what we did on that side, and it should meet up with the corner for the house right there. So we have 2. Let's see, we have 2 again in that direction. And then we have 3. And then we have 3 more. And there we go, just a cool little shape. And now what I'm going to do is go from the corner of this 3 here that we have in the middle. I'm going to place 1 on each side. And then I'm going to go out from the corner of that and place 3. And then I'm going to go in and place 1 again on each corner. And then we're going to leave it at 3 right down the middle. So that's just a little circle that we have there. This is kind of like half a circle. It's like half an oval, it looks like, pretty much. And they all connect together, so it looks like 2 round shapes. I thought it was a cool little thing. I've never really done anything like this with the bushes before, so I thought it would be cool to change it up. So I'm going to head on over here to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. So we'll line up with this pillar here. We'll place 3 like that, then another 3, then 2, then 2 going in, and 3. Now let's go back. We have 2, then 2 like that, then we have 3, and 3, and it meets up at that corner. And now let's shape out this circle. So we have 1 on each side, and then 3. Now 1 again, and 3. So it looks like that. All right, so we have those 2 sides done. And now we'll go ahead and start focusing on the middle. Okay, I'm gonna head on towards the center part of the house, and I'll go towards the right side first. We're gonna continue with our oak leaves. We're gonna go from the corner of this pillar here, and we're gonna place an oak leaf like that. And then we'll place 3 from the corner, and then 1, and 3. Let's go back in, we'll have another 1, then 3 again, and 1, meeting up at the corner of this pillar. So as you can see, it's 1, 3, 1, and then we have 1, 3, 1, and then right down the middle, 3 to match it all up. Okay, and I do want to mention, so right here, I actually just had like the lime and green terracotta, so it looks like mowed grass. That's actually all I had for the front yard and the driveway, but I didn't have any like garden areas that I would normally have. So this could be a cool little spot to have some flowers, and you know how like I normally do like little bushes and flowers and melons? You can add like some flowers here. It's up to you. But I am going to just leave it the same way that I did it at the other build, because once again, it was a little bit different than what I've normally done. Let's head on over to this side now, and we're going to do the same thing that we just did there. So grab your oak leaves. We'll place 1 from the corner of that pillar. And then we'll place 3. Then 1 again. And 3. And now the same thing. 1, 3, and 1. Meeting up at the corner of that pillar. So now if I go up above, this is what we have so far. We're going to go ahead and continue with our oak leaves again. And I'm going to head on up to the front door area, and we're going to line up with this pillar here. And now we're going to start shaping out the driveway. So it's like pretty much like a big oval. So line up with this pillar here. We're going to place 2 going out like that. And then we're going to kind of work our way towards the right. So we're going to place 1. And then we have 2 here. And then 3. 4. And now we go back to 3. And then 2. 1. And 2 in that direction. And then back to 3 again. And then we have 5. Okay. So now we're going to start curving it back in, and we're going to eventually meet up with that blue concrete. So let's head back here. So we're just going to do the same thing that we did for that entire curve. So we're going to go from the 5, and we're going to place 3 here. And then we have 2. And then 1. So as you can see, we're doing the same thing. So we have 2. You could always look at what we just did. And then it looks like we have 3, just if it makes it easier. Then we have 4. Okay. And then we have 3, 2, 1, 2. So right here, 3, 2, 1, and 2. And like I said, now we are lined up with the blue concrete, and that is the edge of our plot size. You could also see we have some purple concrete underneath our bushes here. So we'll go ahead and replace that. I do want to mention all of the bushes that we laid out, we're just going to leave regular grass underneath it. We're not going to have like the terracotta or anything, because, you know, you really wouldn't have mowed grass right underneath the bushes if you can't access it. So we're just going to leave it as it is. So let's head over here. We'll replace all of this with the regular grass blocks like that. Okay. So now let's head on over to the front door again, and we are going to line up with this pillar, and we're going to do the same thing that we just did here with this shape, and it'll meet up right around there. So let's go ahead and do it. We have our oak leaves, so we have 2 again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 again. 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 5. And it should line up at the other side. And it does. Does it? Does that look good? Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And now let's work our way back in. So we have 3, then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 2. And you should be left with 5 spaces here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now what I'm going to do is just, here, let's see, we have the purple concrete here. Actually, you know what? For all of the space within that big shape we just made, let's go ahead and cut out all that grass. I'm actually going to grab a potion of swiftness to get it done a lot faster. So, what I'm going to do is start right here, and I'm just gonna cut out all the grass within this shape, and we'll just stop it right here, right underneath our doorway that we got going on, like that. Did I forget to place some glass here? Or did I just delete it? What the heck? I must have forgot to place some glass panes right there. Let me fill that in. Whoops. Oh, not like that. Come on, right there. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure if I accidentally just deleted it or if I actually forgot to place it. I don't know what happened. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that actually. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, all of the grass within this shape. We could also do these shapes here. So like this. So we have that shape cut out. We'll go ahead and do this one. And then we'll do the same to the other side and the big shape in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys when I have all this grass cut out. And then we'll start filling it in with the blocks that we're going to have. By the way, make sure to get these shapes as well, right up against the wall here in the middle, these tiny shapes. So I cut out all the grass within the shapes that we made. So I'll go up above, you could get a look. This is what we've done so far. So now what I'll start doing is I'll work on the driveway area. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my diorite and I'm going to start filling in the entire driveway area. So I'm going to grab my potion of swiftness once again to get it done 40% faster, as you can see. So I'm going to grab the diorite. We'll go ahead and fill this entirely in for the start. And then we'll go back and cut out random holes and add extra texture with our diorite and the stair, or with our andesite and the stairs. Okay, I just about got the entire driveway area filled in with the diorite, and before we start adding all the texture, I want to go ahead and mark out the shape for the fountain. So there we go, it's all filled in. So yeah, we're going to go right in the middle and we're going to start shaping out the fountain. So let's go ahead and just grab the blocks real quick. I'll just move all these out of the way. We're going to grab the block of quartz, the quartz stairs, and the quartz slabs, and then we also need a water bucket. Okay, so we're going to start with the full blocks of quartz, and we're going to look at our doorway, and we want to count in. We want to make sure we leave 13 blocks. So starting right here, right underneath our doorway, and like lined up with this second block of quartz. So let's count 13. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now on the 14th block, we'll place 3 right here. We also want to make sure we're lined up with the doorway. We don't want to be off center or anything like that. Make sure you're right down the middle. Okay, so once again, you should still see 13 blocks of diorite here. Okay, now let's go to the left. From the corner like that, we'll place 2. We'll also go to the right, we'll place 2. Then we'll have 1. And then 2 curving towards the side, like curving back like that. So we're forming a circle, and then we have 3. Okay, like that. And then back to the 2. And then 1, 2, and you should be left off with 3, just like that. And there we go. So now we have the fountain marked out. And just to be sure, let's make sure there should be 15. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. So there we go. We are all good. And now for the diorite that we have right within the fountain, I'm actually going to switch that to all andesite, just because I thought it looked a little bit better. And then we're not going to have any extra texture in here. It's just going to be all andesite. And then we are going to be adding a bunch of texture around the fountain, so all the other space. Alright, there we go. That all looks good. So now let's add our extra detail with the quartz stairs. Let's grab our quartz slabs. And yeah, we'll go ahead and start adding the extra detail. We'll bring up a pillar down the middle for our fountain. So for the extra detail, you could do this however you like, but I'm gonna go ahead and have a stair right in between each third space, like that. And then we'll have a slab on top of the full block right in the middle. Let's go ahead and have a slab on each side of the stair. Okay. And then let's see, we'll go ahead and grab our quartz stair. We'll have one on each side like that. Let's do the same here. So just like right next to the blocks of 3, we'll do that on each side in this direction. Okay, that looks good. And then we are going to have 4 slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Let's go ahead and do that everywhere else. Okay, and I think that is about all of the extra little details that I had. Let me see. Let's go ahead and put maybe a slab right there. Yeah, I think that should be fine. A slab here, and a slab there. I think that's good. So now, let's grab our quartz stairs. We're going to go on the inside. We're going to just curve 3 quartz stairs together like that within these spaces where the 3 are. Okay, and then we'll grab our slabs, and we'll have 2 in each corner. So if I go up above, if this is everything we've done, I think that looks pretty good. I think that's enough detail. And right down the middle, we'll just grab our full blocks of quartz. Well, maybe you could bring this however high you want. Let's go ahead. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how about 6 like that? Let's do 5 actually, and then we'll have the quartz stairs wrapped around this, and then we'll add 1 more, so that is 6. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the stairs on this layer, and then 6. Then you could grab your bucket of water, and we'll add it there at the top. A very simple little fountain. And then I just like to level out all the water down here, maybe add it on top of the slabs and fill in the space where the stairs are. I think it just looks a little bit better than having flowing water. And I think we are good. Okay, so there we go. We have the fountain all done. I think that looks pretty good. So now let's go ahead and start adding all our texture within the diorite. So I'm going to grab the andesite stairs, and the diorite stairs. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll just place the regular andesite blocks first. So I'll just carve out a bunch of random holes. Okay, I think I added enough texture. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So this gives you an idea of what I did. And now we're going to start focusing on the green and lime terracotta. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to go within these shapes that we still haven't filled in yet. And I'm going to have the lines going side to side like that. So I'll go ahead and show you. I'll just start with the lime. It doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and have kind of like 2 rows like that. And then we'll switch to the green. We'll have another 2 rows. And then back to the lime. So just back and forth like this until you have it all filled in. And you can see I am going pretty much like side to side from the house. And then once we fill in the majority of all the other space, it's going to be going in the other direction. Let's go ahead and have green right here. And then lime again, and it looks like green. So there we go. I think that's good. Let's go to this small spot, and we'll just have the green. Okay. And you know what I think I actually did? I think I had these in this direction, but I had them like 1 block wide, not like 2 blocks like I have it now. And then all the bigger spaces, I think I had 2 blocks wide in the other direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I did. Okay, so it looks like here in the front, yep, that is what I did. So I had these just 1 block wide and these 2 blocks wide. It's up to you, however you want to do it. You know what? I think I am going to do it like that though. So this gives you an idea of what I'm going to do. All right, let's see if we did it in the back as well. And I did. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll have all the space within here 1 block wide, and then all the other space once we do this will be 2. So I'll see you guys once I have this all filled in. That spot there, that spot, and that spot over there. And then we'll start filling in all the rest of it. Okay, I think I actually already got it. Yeah, there we go. So now let's start shaping out. We're going to kind of round it off with we're going to have like a rounded off shape. And it's going to start there at that bush, and it's going to end up right next to that one. And we'll do the same shape on the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and start shaping out the rest of the yard. So this is pretty much just going to be random, but I'll go ahead and let you know how many blocks I'm carving out. All we're really going for is a rounded off corner here, which will start lined up with that bush and will end lined up with that bush. So we just want to kind of round off the corner. So I'll start over here, and we'll maybe cut out 10 blocks of grass. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do 4 and 3. Let's do 2. And then 1 and 1. And then we'll have 2, 3, 4. And then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll probably have 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and have 9 right here, and then we'll fill in a space there. So yeah, we have 9 here, and that means we should have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So you can make this however you would like, but this is just a little rounded off shape that I'm gonna do. Let's head on over to this side. We'll do the same thing. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go ahead and have 4, then 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what did we have? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go ahead and replace that blue concrete. There we go. All right. Now, let's go within that shape. So all the grass up until the house right there. So just like this little space here. We'll go ahead and carve out now. So I'll use my potion of swiftness, and we'll delete all of that grass. I cut out all the grass within those shapes. Let's take a look, make sure we got it all. Alright, now, I'll just have my green and lime terracotta now, and I'll start having the lines in this direction. And we'll have them 2 blocks wide instead of the 1 block wide that we have here. So I'll just start over here. We'll have a line like this, and then another one next to it. And then another here. Another one next to that. And we'll maybe just have a line block right there to fill that in. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing that pattern until we have all the space filled in. I'll do the same on that side. And then we'll go ahead and start deleting all this concrete that we have here for the plot size. And then I'm going to build up some trees here in the front, just one here and one on that side. You can see it over there. I like to do my own custom trees sometimes. And yeah, I think they look better than like the regular Minecraft trees. Sometimes I'll just go ahead and put a regular one, but in this case, I wanted to do my own. So, I'll see you guys in a second. I'll use my potion of swiftness, and I'll just start filling in all the lime and green terracotta blocks here. And then we'll delete the rest of the concrete for the plot size. We'll do the trees here in the front yard, and then we'll head on to the back. We don't have as much to do in the back as we did here in the front. It's just a pool, and then like some bushes and some lime and green terracotta blocks. But we don't have like the trees and the driveway and the fountain. It's pretty much just like the pool and the grass. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up with the rest of that space. So now we have it all filled in, looking good. So before we do anything else, like I said, I want to go ahead and kind of just push back this plot size. And we'll go ahead... Should we just get rid of it all? We don't really need any of this, right? You know what? I'll stop it right here. And then we'll get rid of all these outer parts because I don't want to delete all this and fill it in. If we're going to end up deleting some of it anyway, like all this is going to be like the lime and green terracotta. So I don't want to fill it in with grass and then delete it again. So I'll start right here. Let me grab my potion. And I'll just delete all of it until we meet up with the other shape over here. So I'll just stop it here and I'll fill all of this in with grass. Same with this one here. We'll do the same on this side. And then let's go ahead and get rid of all of like this big spot here with the number, this big spot here with the number, and this one over here. So I got rid of all of that, so the entire front yard is all looking good, all cleaned up. We just have a tree on each side that we're going to do now, and then the front yard is done. And let's take a look at the backyard. We pretty much just still have all this, and we'll delete it all later once we actually do all the landscaping. So I'll head back on up to the front. You could just plant some regular trees, but I am going to place my own, and I'll show you how to do one, and then I'll quickly do the other one. And it'll just be the same on each side pretty much. And then we'll head on to the backyard. So let's get on to doing the trees next. So we're just going to have the spruce log and the oak leaves. So with my logs, I have the spruce logs. I'm just going to have a center point. And you could bring it up to about how tall you want. I'm going to leave it around right there. Just make it the height of like a normal tree would be. And then I'm going to beefen up the trunk a little bit so it looks a little bit more realistic. I don't want it to just be one block. And I think that'll be good. And let's move that down. Yeah, there we go. I like that. So now I'm going to add some extra blocks down here. And these are going to be like the roots to the tree. And we'll also add a few extra blocks down here to beefen up the trunk a little bit more. And I think that should be good. Something like that, you know, just do it random until it looks pretty good. And I'll go ahead and maybe do that. And something like that. We'll have another one right here. Okay, and we can't have too big of one here. So, you know what? We'll leave it there. I think that looks pretty good. I like that. Yeah. Okay, let me bring this out maybe just one more. And now I'm going to kind of place the blocks like this, on an angle. And 3, we'll do one more. Like that. Go ahead and do maybe another 4 here. Okay. And we'll do it on the other 2 sides here. And now I'm going to pretty much place the oak leaves along all of these logs for the start. And after we get a shape with the leaves going, I'm then going to just place a bunch randomly. So the tree looks more natural. It doesn't look like a complete circle. So, let's grab our oak leaves. We're going to start by just placing them right along all the logs like this. So just like in between all the spaces. So it is going to start out like a perfect circle. Then we'll go ahead and random it up a little bit. I just like to make sure all the logs are actually covered up by leaves. I don't want like any empty space. So you get an idea of what I'm doing here. We're just going along and just following along all the corners of each block like that. Cool. Alright, now let's go ahead and just fill all this in with the oak leaves. There we go. Okay, now on top of this, we're just going to follow along. So we're just like in one block, making these diagonal. Okay, let's fill in this entire layer. So it's all just like symmetrical for now. Let's go up another layer. And again. Alright, and then we'll do one more. Just like that. So now, as you can see, it looks pretty odd. It looks like a fake tree, kind of. So, what I like to do is pretty much just place them randomly, make it look more natural. Maybe add a couple more down here, hang them down. Now, let's hang down some leaves. So maybe do one right there. Another one, how about like right here? We'll try to make them all like a different level as well. We don't want them all on the same level going down. Alright, that looks good. Another one maybe here. And then another one, how about right here? Okay, and there we go. That looks pretty good. I think it looks better than like a regular Minecraft tree. I don't know. I think it looks nice. I like these trees. So I'm going to do another one over here. And I'm just going to skip right over it. And I'll see you guys when I have it done. And I'll show you like what the entire front yard looks like. And then we'll head on to the backyard. We just have a pool back there. Some shapes with the bushes and some lines. So not as much as we did up here. So I'll see you guys once I have this tree done. Okay, I just finished with this tree. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's a little bit like lopsided right now. But overall, it is supposed to be natural. It's not supposed to be like symmetrical or anything. But let me try to fill this in just a little bit. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. Okay, so we have the entire front side of the house done. Looking good. So now I'm going to head on here to the back. Okay, let's start with the oak leaves, and we're going to have a small shape near the back door here. We're going to line up with this pillar right here in the middle. We're going to have one oak leaf block right there, then two next to it, and then we'll have one again. And then we're going to start working our way kind of towards the back, so we have two like that, another two, and one. So it looks like this. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So once again, line up with this pillar right here in the middle. We have one, two, and one. And then the other direction, we have two, two, and one. Okay, so they kind of like curve next to each other like that. And real quick, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just replace these two blocks of concrete here for now. So like that, just like underneath the bushes. We'll go ahead and remove these other ones later. So there we go. We have those two spots marked out. Okay, let's continue with our oak leaves, and I'm going to start forming a shape that's kind of like a square, or it's actually like a rectangle, which is pretty much the shape for where the pool is. So we have our oak leaves. We're going to go from the corner of this one towards the left of it, and we're going to place 8. Okay, so we have 8 like that. Now let's place 1 here. And then starting right here, we're going to work our way towards the back, and we're going to place 16. And we should be right on the edge of this concrete here. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So starting here, let's place 8. And now we'll place 1 here. And then starting right here, let's see, 16 like the other side. And once again, right on the edge of this concrete here. And let's place 1 on each side going in like that. And then starting right here, we're going to work our way towards the other side, and you should count 27. So starting right here, all the way to, until you line up with the other block on that side, 27. All right, and there we go, 27. And let's switch to our grass block. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this concrete right underneath these bushes here. So now this is what we have back here. Okay, once again with our oak leaves, we'll head on over here to the left side. And we're going to line up with this pillar here. And we're going to have 2 going out like that. And then 1. Then 2. 3. And then 2. 1. And then 2 kind of going towards the house. 3. And then 2. And you should be lined up with this side of the window. So this is what we have. We have the 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2. Like that. Let's go to the other side and do the same thing. And a shape like that again. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that concrete right underneath, or just like that, right underneath the bushes. And we'll pretty much just like leave it like that. We'll leave the hole because that is going to be cut out. Over here. So like that. And that. Okay. So now, this is what we have. Alright, we have one more shape on each side with the bushes, and then we are done with them. So, let's head on over here to the left side. We're going to line up with this pillar here in the corner, and we're going to place 6. Going out, we'll go in and place 4. Go in, place 3. And then we have 2, 1, and then we're going to start working our way in that direction. So we have 2, 3, 4, and then 3 again, 2, 2, 1, and 1, like that. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. And you can see the shapes that we got going on. So I just looked back at the shape at the other side. It's a little bit different than this, but I think this looks good. So I'm going to leave it as it is. What I did on the other side is I had 2 here, and then I had 1, and then 2, something like that. But we'll go ahead and just leave it as it is with the 2, 2, 1, 1. I think that looks good. Kind of even looks better. So now, let's go ahead and start cutting out one layer in between all these shapes on the sides, as well as that side, and we'll worry about all this stuff here in the middle later. So, I'll go ahead and start carving it out. I'll use my potion of swiftness. I'll go right here, and just within all the shape here, we'll cut it all out, just one layer. Okay, now I cut out all the space within the shapes here. Looking good. Let me make sure I didn't cut out any blocks underneath the bushes. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the outline here on the outer edge. All that there, and then we'll worry about this once we actually start carving out all these blocks. Actually, you know what, let's carve out all the blocks now. I'll hurry up and do that real quick, because this is all going to be cut down one layer anyway. It's just the pool is going to be a little bit deeper. Alright, did we get all the blocks here? Yes, we did. So, last, let's go ahead and replace all of this, these blocks here with the just regular grass blocks, as well as these lines here. And then we have all the concrete removed. Then we could start filling in all this with some lime and green terracotta, and then working on the pool. So let me go ahead and take care of all this now. So now let's start focusing on these shapes on each side. So this is just going to be our green terracotta and our lime terracotta. So we have this smaller space here. We're just going to have them in the direction that I'm moving, and they're going to just be 1 block wide, just like these smaller spots that we did at the front. So we'll have like a line of lime here, and then green, and lime, and green, and we'll do it for the other small space on the other side. And then we'll go ahead and do the 2 block wide lines in the opposite direction for these larger spaces right next to these. We have this space done now after I do these. And there we go. Okay. So now we just have to focus on the pool, the little pathway, and then we are done. So, yeah, let's head on to this next. Let's just get rid of all these. We're going to be using the diorite stairs, andesite block, diorite block, bucket of water, chiseled quartz, gray concrete, and white concrete. And that is it. So let's go ahead and switch to our diorite. And sorry if you hear a train, there's not much I can really do about it. And they are really annoying. The trains in my town really suck. And I hate them. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and just start filling all this in with diorite. And then we'll go back and cut out our random holes, add our extra texture. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention, I started right here, right on the edge here. I guess I didn't really say that, but I guess you can see, kind of. I might have went too fast, I do not know. Just about got it all filled in. And now I'm just going to cut out a few spaces here and there. Don't want to really overdo it. I still want there to be like more diorite than andesite. I think the diorite has like this white, it's like more of like a white block, and then the house is white, so we kind of got like a white theme going on, and I kind of want to stick with that. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and fill this in with andesite. Okay. And let's maybe grab a diorite stair. Oh, I don't like how that is. Let's have one there and then there to kind of cover up that dirt. Another one here. Maybe another one there. 2 like this, kind of form like a little L shape. 1 here and 1 here. And now let's grab the andesite ones. We'll have 1 right there and maybe another one. Then another one here. Let's get 1 right there. Let's maybe have it like that. 1 right here, and 1 more here. I think that's good. We actually have like no stairs on this edge. Let's go ahead and have 1. Okay, I think that's fine. So now let's grab our chiseled quartz blocks, and we want kind of just like 2 spaces around the edge. So we'll start here. We'll have a layer like this from one side to the other. Then we'll have another one right behind that. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we'll go to this side and do the same thing. And then let's have 2 spaces on these sides as well. And then we should have 1 in each corner. Okay, so it looks like this. Now, let's have 1 layer of white concrete along the edge of that. Make sure to fill in this corner here. Don't leave it empty like that. Fill it in. Just following along we're pretty much following along the shape of the bushes, and then we're following along the shape of the chiseled quartz. And then we have the shape of this white concrete. We're also going to have some gray concrete following along it as well. So it all just flows together pretty much. And now, for the pool, I'm pretty sure I tried my best to have it as deep as like a standard, like a default flat world would be, which is like 3 blocks deep. So let's go ahead and try to stick to that, because I know a lot of you guys didn't do like a custom flat world to where it goes deeper. You just left it as 3. So I want to try to make sure the pools aren't too deep. So let's go ahead and cut down 1 layer throughout this entire area. I'll use my potion of swiftness. So we're just going to start by cutting down 1 layer of dirt. Now, I'll grab my gray concrete. Let's have just a layer like this on each side. We'll have 2, actually. 2 layers like this on each side, just like how we did it with the chiseled quartz blocks. And we'll make sure to fill in the corner. So I'll be sure to get a top view of what exactly I'm doing here. Okay, so it looks like this. And now I'm not sure. I think the regular flat world, I think there's bedrock right here. If that is the case for you, then you could just maybe have a layer of chiseled quartz blocks like that. If your world has dirt, like it does for me right now, then we're gonna have this layer as the chiseled quartz. Now, let's go ahead and fill this all in with water. So I'll start at the bottom layer first and work our way up. Just makes it a little bit easier. So we have that layer done, and now let's do this layer. So yeah, this pool isn't too deep. I want to make sure from now on to just have the pools as deep as your world may actually go. Some of my pools go a little bit deeper, and I've had comments about that. You don't have to have your pool as deep as mine, just make it as deep as your world goes. But just to pretty much prevent comments like that, I'll go ahead and make it the way that like a regular default world actually is, which I think they can go this deep. I think this is how deep they go. So we're good. And now we're just going to have a diving board. So, oh, we actually need those blocks still. Let's get rid of all of these. We just need the full block of quartz, quartz stair, and quartz slab. We really actually, I don't even think we need the full block of quartz. So let's go ahead. We're gonna line up a stair right there. So it's lined up at the door, just right in the center of the pool. We'll have an upside down one like that, and a slab. And then we'll have a slab on each side. And I believe that is how I did it, right? I think that's how I normally do my diving board. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. Oh, it's a little bit different over here. Okay, I see. I see. So we have a stair here. And then one here. One here. Whoops. Upside down one, and 2 slabs like that. Alright. So stair, stair, stair on each side, upside down one in the middle, 2 slabs, and I think that is good. Cool. Alright. So, are we done? Yeah, I think we're done. We got all the landscaping for this house done. This definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would. I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being. Hopefully it's not over an hour, but I'll try to cut it down so that's not the case. But yeah, we have the backyard and the front yard all done now, so that is going to be it for this video. Alright guys, that's going to be it for part 4 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and in part 5 we're going to be heading on to the interior.